All right, Caroline or any other friends who are listening or wants to learn how to make an amazing broccoli slaw. As you know, I'm not a huge fan of vegetables, but I will eat this. My father, who will only eat a piece of fruit if it's in a cobbler, actually likes this. It's the only time I'll eat vegetables. Granted, there's like bacon and cheese and mayonnaise in it, so how could it be bad? Omit the broccoli if you're making it for vegetarians, because I know you don't currently eat meat, but I'm hoping that will change. Can't blame a girl for trying. I've turned vegetarians before. I was usually sleeping with them, but I still turn them. And they're still carnivores today. Omnivores, technically. All right, so you get 2 stalks or a big bag of broccoli if you don't want to chop them up like I didn't, so I got it pre-chopped. You add 8 strips of bacon, or not if you're, if you're wrong. I'm kidding. Add half of a diced red onion. Probably could be finer chopped, but I'm not going to be eating it because it's a vegetable, so it's going to be good. Let's say, in honor of Halloween. All right. So we have the onions, then the cheese. Usually about like, I don't know, a cup and a half, but I'm going with 2 cups of Colby Jack and sharp cheddar. Delicious. I'll probably put more in. I might change my measurements on that. We'll see how it looks after I stir. After that, I usually put cranberries or some sort of like golden raisins or something to give it that sweetness, but since everyone there is like anti-carbs, probably won't do that. My cat's on the counter. Thank you. Yeah, all of my plates are skull and, like I said, skulls everywhere. Okay. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna put more cheese in. More Colby, I think I wanted to do. I have to update my recipe. Okay. Is that everything? Okay, so yeah, I'm not putting in any sort of, thing to spice it up, sweet item, but I definitely suggest to do so. So for the actual liquid, take about, what did I guess? I'm guessing 2/3 of a cup of mayo. And then, how much did I say? A 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. Not balsamic, but red wine vinegar. A little bit of salt and pepper. And you mix it up. And also a teaspoon of lemon. I'm going to put lime in it because I don't have a lemon. At least I don't think. And I just don't like lemon. There's never enough cheese. That is true. There is never enough cheese in anything. Even when I make omelets, it's like, usually it becomes a scramble because there's so much cheese that like doesn't hold together. Still not enough cheese. Okay, so it should be this kind of consistency, like a, fairly liquidy. I don't know if you can see that, but you can also taste it at this moment. I feel like maybe more mayo, but we'll see. So, once this is mixed up, pour it on in. And then, do I have, let's see. What do I have here? This is my cool, spooky, because the skull hands, Halloween spatula. Get every last bit out. Man, I really wish I could add raisins or craisins. I wonder if I can take some out for the low carbers. It's such a small amount though. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see. me see what I got. Oliver, what are you doing back there? Definitely don't have any raisins. I know. It's so sad. What are you crying about? All right, sugar. Yeah. Where the heck is the sugar? Coconut flour. I know we have sugar somewhere. Maybe not. Flour. Well, no, not sugar. I refuse to believe that. Okay. I'm having refrigerator blindness. I think I just probably flashed the camera, so sorry about that. You can always just have them as a side topping. That's true. That is true. I'm surprised I don't even have sugar. I must have made something recently. I also feel like I'm forgetting an ingredient. Maybe it is just, what do you think? Golden raisins or craisins? I don't know. One of the two. I also feel like it needs more bacon. Oh, and you're gonna wanna make the broccoli florets fairly small. You don't want them to be too big. You know, something you can take in one bite. Let's see. Usually everything settles at the bottom. And you wanna make this like the day before if you can, so all the flavors meld together and it gets delicious. Add some salt and pepper. I might make a little more of this vinegar. I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably make a little more of the liquid. It's about, could be a little more, you know, make it nice and tangy. This is definitely perfect for a picnic, easy to make, you can make ahead. And the best or worst part is it makes your whole kitchen smell like farts. So if you're someone who likes venting, which is apparently a fetish, it's great. But if not, it stinks up your house, which is why no one else is down here with me cooking because it smells awful. But apparently if you soak it in a brine of vinegar, it takes away the smells. I don't know why that is, I can't remember why. But apparently that's the trick. This is just me guessing. I love red wine vinegar. And then a little more lime. There. Okay. That was definitely too much red wine, but that's okay. And if you don't have any raisins or craisins or any of that, you can also put a little bit of sugar into your mayonnaise mix because it gives it a nice, like, sweet and tangy feel to it. Yeah, so perfect for any singles event, especially where you can, you know, what do they call it? Fart suppression meetings. Because this will definitely light up a room. Not just with an amazing personality, but it's delicious though, so highly recommend. Fun fact, the first and only time I got really high on an edible, it was after my partner at the time, I don't remember what it's called, but it's something, it's a Spanish word for like when you grill a bunch of different meats, because he was from Argentina. Whatever that's called. So we like I made a bunch of sides, did a big southern fixings thing. He grilled like every kind of animal you can think of. It was great. Ate it all. Paradilla. I'll remember in the middle of the night when I'm not thinking about it, I'm sure. But yeah, and then I ate something that had like weed butter in it that I made. I was so unbelievably high, and I don't like the feeling of being out of control. And I just remember sitting there trying to look up, like, can someone die from pot? And all of a sudden I like ran to the bathroom and projectile vomited everywhere. Everything I just ate. So like when I see this, all I think of it coming out my nose when I was vomiting. And my partner at the time was in the Navy. I mean, he was retired from the Navy, but like he had a really cushy job, but it was all dependent on a security clearance. So I couldn't tell him that I was like, you know, we were in Washington, D.C. I was like, I can't tell him that I'm high. Like, it was awful. He's like, did you eat something that was bad? I'm like, yeah, that was it. Ugh, I don't think I've ever thrown up like that. And hopefully I never will again. I thought my guts were coming out of me. So, broccoli salad's delicious, but not the best thing for it to come through your nose when you're throwing up. Oh, just smelling this brings me back. Anyways, there it is. It's delicious. Try it. Tweak the recipe to your liking.